Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be bringing back Miner Poison on my channel and playing this Miner challenge deck that is supposed to be pretty good, and I thought I would give it a run for myself. Now, this deck is really defensive. Pretty much, you're trying to make a lot of positive elixir trades using almost 6 defensive cards in this deck with the Electro Wizard, Ice Spirit, Skeletons, Knight, Log, and the Inferno Tower, and meanwhile, you're going to be going on the offensive with the Miner Poison, hopefully chunking down a couple hundred HP at a time until eventually you beat your opponent to a bloody pulp. And let's just go ahead and try this deck out. I think it should be pretty good. I've seen some people playing this to a lot of success, especially inside of challenges, and I think it should be pretty fun. Nothing is more annoying than getting Miner Poisoned over and over and over again. Okay, there are some more annoying things inside of the game, but Miner Poison is definitely on the edge of not so fun to play against. So let's go and start off with an Ice Spirit, see what our opponent's going to play. And as he plays a Battle Ram, we're going to go ahead and use our Electro Wizard. Let's use this right here. He's got an Executioner, so that's going to clean up our Ice Spirit pretty well. Electro Wizard's going to work on these Barbarians, but all in all, we took a little bit more damage than what I thought because I thought our Electro Wizard would actually do a decent job defending that Battle Ram, but I must have just played him a little bit off. But anyways, let's go ahead and get ready with our Knight right here. He's going to play his own Electro Wizard. Maybe I can stop it with an Ice Spirit. Looks like we're going to take a little bit of damage there, but that's going to still be fine. And let's just find our cycle right now. We haven't really done too much to throw this guy off his game. In fact, he's going to play his own Miner. Let's use our Skeletons to distract these minions for a bit. Maybe I can get a counter push going in a second. One of the minions are going to get stunned there. There goes the other set of minions. Let's get ready for a little bit of a push. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do the Ice Spirit there. Okay, I was a little bit worried. Oh, he's going to actually end up playing his Tornado, but look at this. His tower is going to get completely destroyed by our push. It's all the way down to 1200. Not so bad at all. And after this Electro Wizard dies, we're actually going to have a lead going into the rest of this battle. Okay, I was really worried for a second after he Tornadoed our Miner. And even though he got, some decent value out of that Tornado, it still didn't defend from the Electro Wizard and our Knight running down the lane. So let's go ahead and calm back down with our Electro Wizard. See if we can deal with whatever he has. I've got the Inferno Tower in a moment if he has the Battle Ram. So let's see what he does. He's going to play the Executioner. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the Miner right here. And maybe a prediction log. He hasn't shown anything that really, is going to be terrible. Oh, okay. That is, okay, that's what we were looking for. Anyways, let's just go ahead and start off with our Inferno Tower against this P.E.K.K.A. right here. Unless he has Zap, we can just let that burn that down. Very nicely done. He's going to play a Battle Ram. Let's play our Ice Spirit and then a Knight. Again, this deck has so many good defensive cards that it's really good for making positive elixir trades over here. I'm going to play my Miner all the way over here, as well as my Poison Spell to get these minions just a little bit to make sure we don't take a massive amount of damage. And meanwhile, we're going to chunk that tower fairly low. Electro Wizard's going to die in a second, and even though we are completely noob-like with this deck, we actually are still doing fairly well. And with 687 HP left, we might be able to make some plays. Okay, here we go with another Log. I'm going to do the Inferno Tower right on top of everything. In fact, I'm going to do a Poison right here, too. I'm getting really worried about this push. Let's use our Skeleton. Let's use our Ice Spirit. Maybe we can hold on. The Inferno Tower is going to do the best that it can. He's going to use his Tornado right there. I'm going to use our Log to give our Inferno a little bit more time. Knight's going to go down, too. Maybe the Skeletons can get in the way of this. All right, we held on. Again, this deck is so good defending with. I'll play my Miner again. I'll play the Poison again to kill these minions. We're going to chunk this tower lower and lower and lower, but is it going to be enough? We're still just trying to hold on for dear life right now. Let's use our Inferno Tower. He doesn't have Zap or anything. At least he hasn't shown it. It looks like we're actually going to lock onto that P.E.K.K.A., which is perfect. This is looking amazing. Skeleton's going to lock on in a moment, and guys, it should just be the Poison Spell to wrap up this game, and we're going to end up picking up the victory. Okay, first time playing the Miner Poison in a hilariously long time, but we're going to pick up the victory doing it. GG, well played against JJ Fly, and yeah, slowly chunking the tower down over and over and over. You're never going to win this. You're never going to win 3 crowns with this deck, that's for sure, but it's really effective. Defensively, it's super strong. Especially against, high elixir decks. He played that P.E.K.K.A. I continually just Infernoed it over and over and over again. Let's go and go to battle number 2 and see if we can keep this streak alive. All right. Look at the starting hand. I've got a lot of stuff right here. I'll use my Ice Spirit in the back. See what he's going to end up doing. I'll use my Electro Wizard and then my Miner. This is going to be a questionable play. Here goes everything. His Ice Spirit's going to go down. I've got my Ice Spirit doing work. His Fireball is going to miss my Electro Wizard, so unless he backs this Mega Minion up, he's going to lose Elixir right here. Okay, let's use our Inferno Tower. That's going to take out this Giant. And with his Skeletons going down too, I'm going to need to stop this Ice Spirit, obviously, so let's stop that in its tracks. But that's going to be a solid defense from us. We've taken a 700 HP lead. Guys, this deck does 700 damage repeatedly. I feel like that's the sweet spot number you want to get with your push. If you can get a 700 HP push with your combo, it is ridiculously destructive. And let's go ahead and go again with the Ice Spirit. I've got the Miner in a moment. Maybe he's going to do something with that's poisonable. Ice Spirit's going to go down on that Mega Minion. Poison's just going to continually rain down on him. And meanwhile, oh, minions are going to run into that poison. That was a negative elixir trade right there. And meanwhile, this guy should die in a moment as well. All right, Electro Wizard's going to go down. Let's see if we can stop this Giant from just crushing us. Here goes our Skeletons. Here goes our Ice Spirit. Giant just continually is just going to get beat down by all of my stuff. That's going to be 0 hits on our tower from the Giant. This deck almost feels like it's cheating sometimes, just by how strong it is defensively. It is crazy. Very nice little play from him with that. But let's set back up with our Knight. And try not to go for too many naked pushes with our Miner. Okay, here we go. Knight's going to go down. We actually haven't taken any damage yet, which is pretty nice. He's going to play his Mega Minion in a moment. All right, you know, I said not too many naked pushes right here. Let's do the Miner, and then look at this poison, guys. The poison value is ridiculous. The poison's going to chunk everything down. In fact, his Mega Minion's going to sit in the poison even longer because of our Knight. Let's use the Inferno Tower. And once again, just so strong defensively, this Giant is going to eat dirt, and he still has not touched our tower until he plays his Graveyard. This is going to try to be his trump card right here. His Graveyard was played a little bit off, by the way. Oh, and I'm wasting Elixir like an idiot. Meanwhile, Inferno Tower I thought would provide a little bit more help for me, but instead it's going to just sort of chill out right there. Let's get ready in a second with this, with this, with this. Miner going down again. I should be changing up my Miner placements, but I've sort of been messing up with that. Look at this tower go down, though. Electro Wizard plus Ice Spirit are going to crush those minions, and that's going to be tower number 1. In fact, he hasn't even taken care of my Inferno Tower, so we're going to get even more value right here. I'll get ready with my log in a second. I've got my Skeleton or my Electro Wizard as well. And as this all goes down, guys, he's going to be completely toast. I haven't really been using my Skeletons offensively. That's definitely another way you can get it done. Poison spell is going to go down. We're doing the best that we can, and this game is completely over. Besides some graveyard chip damage that I allowed, it really wasn't a contest. And we're going to pick up an easy second victory. You guys can see why this deck is just so strong. The chip potential is so strong with the Miner Poison. It's really hard to stop, especially with the current cards in the meta. There aren't like a lot of mini P.E.K.K.A.s in the meta. There are a couple Lumberjacks, but those are cards that are obviously really strong against the Miner. And not having those, only having minions, archers, skeletons to deal with the Miner means my Poison is going to evaporate those units, and it ends up picking you up a pretty decent chunk of victories. Let's go to another battle. All right, we have an interesting starting hands. I feel like starting with Miner Poison is sort of dirty, actually. He's going to play a Barbarian Hut. I'm just going to let that Miner do its thing. We'll play an Electro Wizard over here, but that Barbarian Hut's going to be an interesting thing for us. I don't know how we'll fare against the Barbarian Hut. I think we should still be okay. Electro Wizard's going to do the best it can against the Barbarians. Very nice right there. I'll split some Skeletons. He hasn't followed that Barbarian Hut yet, so we'll have to see what he does. Here goes a Mega Minion, and that's going to be my opportunity to play the Poison spell, I feel like, for some pretty decent value against that Barbarian Hut. Electro Wizard's going to even shoot that Hut as well. We're going to get even more value right there. And meanwhile, I feel like I have to use an Inferno Tower or something. Here goes his Knight, or here goes his Graveyard. Let's take care of that with our Knight. That should be pretty decent. I've got the Ice Spirit to help out against his push, stop these Barbarians in their tracks, and all in all, we're going to take almost no damage against our tower, and that was the main part of his push. We're looking really good. Now, has he played any Skeletons yet? I don't really think so. So let's get ready again with our Miner. I'll play the Miner right now. I have to feel like he knows this is coming, so let's play our Poison. Oh, we missed the Archers just barely, but they should run into the Poison spell, I hope. So let's make sure we get some damage on those. Hopefully it'll kill the Archers. Please, please, please. Oh, it's going to get him to 1 HP, which is disappointing, and now he's going to play this. Okay. Well, I'm going to play my Inferno. I don't know how effective of a defense the Inferno is against Barbarian Hut, but we're going to have to see how this works out. It'll chunk down these Barbarians. Archer Tower is going to, or Archers will die in a moment. And all in all, not the worst thing in the world. Let's just go ahead and reset again with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this battle. So much control inside of this deck, and it doesn't look like this guy knows what to deal with it, because he just played his Knight on the other side of the map, and he must be setting up for another Graveyard push. Okay, let's keep that in mind. This dude has the Graveyard, and one Graveyard push can completely wipe us out of the game. So let's go ahead and use our Skeletons, thinking the Graveyard's coming. Okay, there it goes right there. Skeletons will help out. He's going to play his Fireball. I'm not too sure about that one. Let's go ahead and do Miner Poison. This Poison spell is sort of interesting. Skeleton's going again, And as that poison ticks down, it's going to kill that archer right there. And we're chipping that tower down lower and lower and lower. And he is struggling for elixir. He might set back up with another barbarian HUD, but we are just looking so fresh inside of this battle. Wow, he's going to play a graveyard. That's interesting. I don't really know what I want to do. I'm going to play this and then play our log just to get some of these skeletons out of the way. Let's play our own skeleton. Minor Poison is chipping down the tower once again, and that tower is within pretty much poison log range. I'm pretty sure poison log cleans up that tower. So even though we've been getting chunks a little bit, we still should be fine to wrap this game up. Here goes a Barbarian HUD. Now that is a desperate Barbarian HUD if you've ever seen one. Let's go ahead and use our poison spell. Let's use our log against almost everything. And unless he has a miracle graveyard in his pocket, that is going to be the end of the battle, guys. This deck is ridiculous. Okay, this deck almost feels like it's cheating. Guys, if you have not played this deck, and first of all, I'm a miner noob. I don't play the miner a whole lot, especially an offensive miner deck. I use the miner as like a follow-up to my Lava Hound Golem. At least previously, that doesn't work as well anymore. Or to take out elixir collectors. This deck was absurd. This deck was absurdly strong. Guys, check out this deck and let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Minor Poison is just ridiculous, and that was one of the strongest defensive decks I've ever played. Guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you think about this deck in the comment section below. Do you think it's strong? Do you think it's really strong? Do you think it's OP? Let me know one of those three in the comment section below, and that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.